Hey everyone, it's Marie here from Nicole Designs, and I have two fun cards to share with you today. This is a really quick video just sharing with you how I made the background for these cards using some of the layered stencils from scrapbook.com. These stencils are so fun and they're so Valentine's themed that I thought I'd just share a quick video sharing some ideas with you. Now this first stencil is the Heart Cherries stencil. It's got these little hearts in this pattern, and it's got the second stencil that layers with it to put the stems on it, and it makes it look like heart-shaped cherries, which is really fun and really cute. So I am layering this over some of that mixed media paper from scrapbook.com, and I'm just going to ink blend some red on top of these hearts. Now I believe this color is Candied Apple. It's so bright. It's such a bright red. I love this red for Valentine's Day and just whenever you need a really vibrant red. This one looks great for this kind of project. So it doesn't take long to go ahead and ink blend that. You can see how fun those hearts look right here. And then I did go ahead and put that stencil back on because I'm going to spritz a little bit of this Tattered Rose Distress Spritz on top. That's going to add just a little bit of shimmer. Now you have to remember that Distress Oxides and Distress Inks they do react with water, so a few of my hearts here smeared a little bit, but you can't tell when it's all dry and when I've got the other layered piece on that I'm putting on here and all the embellishments on top. It doesn't stand out as bad. So I'm just taking this second stencil here that is the stems for the cherries. I'm going to tape it down with a little bit of mint tape, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink blend on a nice green. I think I'm going to use that Mowed Lawn color from the Distress Ink collection. Now, what I didn't show you in this video is another step for this background, and I did take some of the scrapbook.com rub-on transfers, and they have this one transfer that's these little gold hearts, and I rubbed those on top of these red cherries, and it just added a little bit of fun extra something to the background, a little bit of gold shimmer. You do want to make sure if you're adding a rub-on transfer on top of ink or some kind of medium, you want to make sure that your medium is completely dry. Otherwise, that transfer won't stick very well. So give it some time to dry, and then you can add those rub-ons onto any kind of background, really, as long as it's a nice flat surface that it can adhere to. So after I got the ink blending done on this background, I did use some of those heart rub-on transfers and put them on top of these little cherry hearts, and then I added some embellishments on top. So I'll give you a little picture of that finished card, but this is background number 1 with that layered stencil set, and I think it's so super cute. Now if you're interested in all of the items that I used on these cards, just check out that description box below. I've got more information and links that you can check out. For my second card here, I'm using a little bit of Cloud Whip, and this is really fun to use. It's a medium that you can add some dimension to your stencils with or your backgrounds, and you can also mix other things into it. So I've sped up this little portion of the video because it did take me a few minutes to work with this Cloud Whip, but you can see I am just working it onto my glass mat. I'm adding a little bit more of that ink in here as well. You have to remember when you're mixing your Cloud Whip that whatever color that you're mixing with it is going to end up being a lighter tint than what you are tinting it with. So I'm using some of that Candied Apple, but in the end it ends up being a light pinkish color that you see here, and then it's ready to go ahead and spread on top of your stencil. Now this is the Hearts Lollipop stencil. So after you do the hearts, there's another stencil that you can put down, and it adds some lollipop sticks, so it looks like you have a background of heart lollipops, which is really fun and really cute. Now I didn't show in this video me adding the lollipops, but you would want to let this Cloud Whip dry first, and then you can easily layer on the second stencil, which is what I did, and I added some of that Cloud Whip, and I just kept it white. So you'll see the pink heart lollipops with the white sticks. Now I'm spreading this on, making sure I go slowly, getting it on all the cracks and crannies and making sure I fill up all of those heart areas. And then I'm going to take some of that Distress Spritz and then spritz it right over the top to add a little shimmer on top of these hearts. Now you're going to want to do this before you take that stencil off if you only want that shimmer on top of your hearts, and you're going to want to give it a lot of time to dry. Now I did not hit this with my heat tool. I didn't want to puff up or bubble any of that cloud whip. I just let it dry by air drying. And then after that background was done, I added some embellishments on top, and that finished my second card. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this gave you some ideas, and I will catch you next time. Bye!